amico. Buono. Then you're to head to Crookspur Island, where you'll meet with Master Kua. He runs the biggest slavers' port in the Deadfire. However, they've run afoul of the locals, so now their trade routes are under constant ambush. No, it is my associate who does that dealing. My opinion on the trade is of little matter. It is legal, unlike many of our own activities. I understand you may harbor some hesitation in this regard. But in the case you reconsider, when you get there, speak with Master Kua. Tell him I've sent you, and he'll fill you in on what he needs.
What do we have here? Keeping an eye out. Watch and learn.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Curse Aethys for all of this.
Say that about Gone and I'll wash your mouth out. With mud.
It is pathetic how easily wounded your faith is.
Consider it done.
Fresh fruit, vegetables, dried goods for long voyages. I got it all right. What can I stock you up with today?
Did you hear? That's it! For God's sake, I can't take it anymore! Oh, I'm seeing red all right, everywhere! And it ain't a passing vision! Pallegina, we're gonna have words, you and I. And maybe you'll even apologize.
Little woman making a big noise. When someone takes that tone with me, what follows is not conversation. In the Republics, no one would bat an eye if I cut you from gut to gullet and left you holding your innards in a ditch.
can throw your threats around in an attempt to avoid this, but it won't work. I want the air cleared, at last and for good. The problem is, this featherhead doesn't know when to stop squawking obscenities about the gods, Watcher. I've been turning a deaf ear for too long, disgracing both myself and my god, ignoring the no-good, sour-sounding, moronic blasphemy that spews out of her—
Fair Blanca. Another frail faithed priest has come to mumble tearful protestations because I don't see the world with their blind eyes. I'm sure this will be as fresh as a pasture full of cow droppings.
Watcher, how can you even hardly stand it? Such hubris she's got. And in the face of so much evidence, you scarcely need— The gods may move in mysterious ways, but I can tell you they've noticed us. And they've noticed her with us. I'm beginning to think she'll sully our souls by association.
I'm working my way down from active disdain to slight regard. I'd prefer to give the lot of them as little of my time as possible.
The more she disparages the gods, the more she tempts ruination on her very soul. I can't just let that happen. Besides, her arrogance irritates me.
Of course you see it as arrogance. You surround yourself with believers. The very idea of disbelief offends you. And little girl, you have no idea what it is like to grow up being godlike. So do not presume to know what it means about my soul or my life.
That's why I asked you what it was like. But instead of ever telling me anything, you just give me insults or a cold shoulder. In this, it's her or me, Watcher. You're not wholly wrong, I reckon.
If after all you've seen, Watcher, you really believe that we're both right, you're an even bigger fool than this one. Anyway, I'm not the one who got upset. I'd just as soon get on with more important things.
Guess that leaves me to apologize. I'm sorry, there I said it. But don't think it'll happen again.
From Goldfinch Fleet? Impossible with her wealth.
Weren't no one to bribe. The floating hangman got 'em. Now they're bones.
So you're the captain the old pork's been talking about. Aye, you do look like a fearsome sort. Welcome to Dunwich. What are you having? I'll pour you a double. Ah, I guess the last concoction I made for him didn't do the... There's one last tincture recipe I know that won't kill him. Probably. It's called Andra's Bile, but I don't have all the ingredients in stock. You'll need a rotten hagfish, an unripened palm stone, and a vial of fire kelp extract. Have him mix it all with a half tankard of grog, and well, hope for the best. Check the barrels around Lifter's Refuse for the rotten hagfish. You might be able to find unripened palm. Parker in the King's Coffin usually keeps them. The goal is to make him vomit, remember? A rotting hagfish produces a... I did tell you the list of ingredients, eh? He'll have stuff dribbling out of both ends for a week. Maybe 2 if he's really unlucky. No one survives the floating hangman, or so they say. It's the ship of the dead. You spy it on the horizon, you flee as fast as you can.
Looking for work. I've got coin and a few scores to settle.
Benwith.
Looks cleaner than I expected.
You carry yourself. It's simple enough. And now it's so I want you to kill them. And I'll pay you out of my own... It's nothing personal. There's no need to make my concerns your own, my friend. But I suppose my idiot kid sister was on the Firebrand, seduced to a dishonest life by the promise of adventure. But those irredeemable lowlife, the Firebrand had a Last I heard, Lord Admiral Imp was making himself comfortable. You'll be taking down Lady Ipiro. Ipiro maintains an estate in Serpent's Crown in Nekitaka. But I wouldn't recommend. You'll be going after Katren. Last I heard, I have a challenge. Torka was last seen at Lifter's Refuge. Happy hunting.
I'm telling you.
Welcome to my emporium. Whatever you need, I sell. What would you like?
watch and learn. Give me a real challenge.
My old captain. From the day he was born to the day he died.
My good sir, hello. Whatever might I do for you? I'm certain there's no need to tell you, observant as you no doubt are, that I am an actor. Stage, tavern, street corner. Oh, the common folk do so. How dare you? But you're not wrong, to my great chagrin. It's quite difficult, you know, living as I do. On occasion, foolish folk will take my act for reality. I had to learn. Thank the gods, I hardly ever need to use them. Well, thank you. All things being equal, I would be honored. Fantastic.
Always he was railed. He wound up with a wooden leg, 26 ships, hideous fever. Sunrises are woe, doves. Coming horizon is a sea-sized ruin.
Andra's gills. There's no hope.
They sail on their gilded brigs, and they wait. Welcome to the treasure trove, sailor. Anything in my trove catches your eye?
Who are you? What are you doing here? I had thought... I hoped to never... Why did you bring it here?
You said you would come back for me, but you never did. Alone for all those years, picked up and discarded by countless strange hands, hoping every time that they might be yours. What did I do wrong?
It was no fault of yours. It is I who am to blame. It was shame. I was born a cipher. As a young woman, I was apprenticed to a master animancer. He was keen to refine the art of housing souls, and he believed someone of my abilities might be an asset to his aim. My parents made a pretty copper on that deal. When I left him, I took Moldware with me. I thought it was my responsibility to look after it. I decided that my penance for Moldware's creation would be to hunt those who used animancy for terrible ends. Do not make the mistake of thinking me noble. You don't know the things I've done. For a time, I took a position with Dunreed Row in Defiance Bay. I saw things that haunt my nights still. With every unscrupulous animancer brought to justice, my guilt grew, knowing I was their equal in evils done. I fled for Deadfire to the Principe, but I was too naive to know that shame has fleet feet. It devoured me. I thought if Moldware were gone, I might finally be free of my shame. How foolish I was. But what of you? What do you want?
I don't remember my life before, so I can't hate you for stealing it from me. I don't know if I will ever be able to forgive your betrayal, but I would still prefer to stay with Ingfrith if she would have me.
Perhaps your friend is right, Moldware. Consider his words with care.
I do care for you as well. I have to wonder, what'll happen to me after both of you die? Can my soul even return to the wheel? Though I've only known life as a weapon, and I've no desire to die, neither do I want to live forever. I'm only a weapon. A tool. And even though you're still a ham-handed halfwit, I trust you. So you decide.
Moldwer's soul is really gone. You've put to rest a great burden for me. Thank you.
Hey there. Sure.
That was a disaster of epic proportions if ever I directed one. A typhoon couldn't have cleared out our audience faster. What's wrong? I'll tell you what, everything. My troop's coming apart at the seams. We're short on cash, we're low on people, and we've run plumb dry on enthusiasm. We haven't drawn a decent crowd in more than a fortnight. And it ain't like pirates are hard to please. That's how you know the show really stinks. But I think I know what the problem is. We've got a lack of flair. If only I could hire more talented performers. I just know my play would take off. A better Aethys, for one. I'm the tallest one in our troupe. I'm still not very convincing, even when I bother to dye my skin blue. Also, our special stage effects aren't all that special anymore. We had someone for only the biggest thing to hit the... I'm talking... Really? Well, that's great. Then wait a tick. Why would you help me? What do you get out of this? With you helping me acquire the right talent, I'd wager it's going to be phenomenal. I'm
I'm in desperate need of 2 more performers. A wizard for one, plus any oaf big enough to pose as Aethys. I happen to know a wizard of the finest skill set who already performs here in Dunwich, Diana at the King's Coffin. But unfortunately, I got no idea of where we might find a suitable Aethys. Get me the right people for the parts, and I promise you'll be pleased with your investment. I'll turn us a profit or die trying.
He can't be
Have a
Aethys,
pity and
'cause
toss
he
me a
died.
pyre, will you? What? I'm no actor. And besides, I can't barely see nothing as it... You really think so? Maybe I do have a mug made for the stage. I sure got the voice for it. Turn me in the right direction, and I'll make me way to...
Destructive, uncaring. That is what the gods are. All of them.
No, I won't believe that. There's a reason for everything, even if we can't see it. Sometimes, maybe, you gotta be hard to be kind.
Still waiting for the kind part.
Puny. Too puny to join my crew. Go away. Be gone. Scram. It is kind of you to announce yourself to me, bounty hunter. It will be just as kind of you to
I don't think I can pull that off. There's something to see every day. Sorry, friend. I can't.
Oh, hell!
Be cautious. Be constant.
Consider it. too tall.
What's a good word, Scuttler?
Welcome back, patron. I'd be happy to go back working for her, except I owe Harker over there a good deal of money. Stupid dice went cold at the wrong time. Until I pay him what I owe, 700 pyres, I'm not going anywhere. Talk it over with Harker. A more likely possibility is he'll try and put a knife between your ribs. Assuming he doesn't, you haven't heard the rumour some people say he's the Red King. Aye, I'd heard that too. But some folks say he faked his death to escape the wrath of the Valian Republics. Those same folks say that Harker was the Red King. I wouldn't go on asking him about it.
What can I do for you? Infamous to his enemies, famous to his friends. Folks decided to call me the Red King, and I had nothing to do with that. But I didn't tell them to stop neither. See, the Valian Republics drove my Dahl out of business, and I repaid them in kind by taking their ships and their treasure. Got right tired of ship hunters crawling up my arse every time I went out to sea. So I paid off my crew, scuttled this ship here, and went my merry way. In other words, the Red King is dead. And if you ask me any more about it, you will be too. Sure do. And at a generously discounted price. What can I do for you? Be careful you don't get any of it in your eyes. Burns like a mother. Oh, burns like you wouldn't believe. Wouldn't wish that sting on anybody. Not even my worst enemy. Actually, yeah. Yeah, I would. Got to you, did she? The woman can spot a soft-hearted mark from 50 paces. Like a sixth sense or something. Remarkable. Here's the thing, though. It's more profitable for me to keep her under my thumb, so sweet as your offer is, you can keep the money. Unless there's something else you need, I think we're done here. That's a shrewd observation. Maybe you're not so easy a mark after all. Tierna's free to go.
Endless thanks for taking care of my debt. See you at the play.
Well, well. If it isn't Arca's new business partner. That's quite a lot of coin you two exchanged. Everyone knows Arca's aiming to come out of retirement and slice off a bigger part of Dunwich for himself. Maybe he even wants to steal a seat on the council. We can't be letting someone of your reputation back him, now can we? Think I'll send him your head? As a reminder to stick to selling grog.
That looks like hurt.
Beyond sick!
Yeah!
Mo, Ixi, honor!
Milan, Fermeri Fugitive!
Right on target.
You must gather your party before.
Thanks muchly for bringing Taerna back to us. Her storm and weather spells will really strike an atmosphere for the play. And now that we've got a real big brute for Aethys, we can put on a proper play. Stick around for the performance. I think... Ladies and gentle pirates, and rapscallions too, you are in for the truest of mental treats. Without further ado, I present the Green Menace. Let us begin with our valiant new blood crews, the Lusty Rudder and Fortune's Folly. 2 ships adrift at sea for weeks and weeks on a venture most daring, in search of the uncharted islands.
Woe and torture, months at sea with no treasure to show for it. You sure these uncharted islands exist, Captain? We ain't seen land for days.
Were they easy to find, they'd be called the Chartered Islands, wouldn't they? If you're thinking to mutiny...
Land ho! Land ho! Got a lumpy-looking island coming on the horizon.
That's no island. That be the Green Menace. We're doomed for sure.
Souls and gold and glory, you will give these to me. For I am a god among gods, and a true menace upon the seas. Souls and gold and glory. Blame the Dawn Stars, for they have summoned me. And now, I must feed.
Twill be the end for us, it will. Oh, Andra, take me now.
And that's the story of how Aethys sank a fleet of our best tars. Like the floating hangman, you see the Green Menace coming, you sail the other way. Thank you. Donations and gratuity are greatly appreciated. They
Let's see it
love
again.
us, do you see? They God's damned loved us thanks to you. Thanks again for your help. We couldn't have done it without you.
I did it. I remembered my lines.
How was I? Bloody marvellous, I bet.
A repeat customer. What can I stock you up with today? Of course I do. But they're no good to eat when they're not right. Will make you sick so long as they're... Tell you what, though. I'll still sell you what I got. Just don't eat them till they're brown.
I welcome your return. I'd say it's a shame to have lost such a brilliant mind, but Torkar didn't give you any choice. That's one down. Just 3 left to go. If you're still game.
If it's a drink you wanted, what are you having? I'll pour you a double.
A repeat customer. What can I... Of course I do. Tell you what, though. I'll...
If it's a drink you wanted, what are you having? I'll pour you a double.
Damn my gut! Just kill me. Blast my goddamn soul and stupidity! Oh! Oh, God! He's coming out the other end now! Oh, now, if you'll excuse me, I need a change of bottoms.
Go pester someone who cares. Go away. Andrus crushing void. I'm starved.
Say what you want about pirates, but these Principi know how to have a good time.
some that's bound for Hanchancy, and some that's bound for Mans. He away, Melendry, he away, and some that's bound for Evac Bay, the chiefs in Wales to dance. He away, Melendry.
I'll teach you a lesson. And that's how it's done.
We'll be hitting the water.
Better than that. Show 'em how it's done.
Nuh-uh, didn't work. That was about as useful as a bump on a pickle. Captain.
There's something you don't see every day.
Need something stronger.
Can't get a clean hit.
It is no use. I cannot.
Never you mind that miss. I'll land the next one. Can't get a clean hit.
Watch it with that.
That'll be enough.
This thing isn't doing the job.
That looks like it hurt.
Not a problem, Captain.
This thing isn't doing the job.
That dog won't hunt. Still got it.
Tiber! How could I miss that battle?
Can't make a dent.
Show 'em how it's done.
I hope nobody saw that.
Mandy, I need to try something else.
I'll teach you a lesson.
Can't make a dent.
And that's how it's done.
Show 'em how it's done.
That dog won't hunt.
Speak freely.
There's something we don't see every day.
It is no use. I cannot get through. The men from the Guardia.
I'll teach you a lesson.
Can't get a clear head.
I need to try something else.
Show 'em how it's done.
Can't get a clean hit.
Tiber! How could I miss that battle?
Still got it.
I'll teach you a lesson.
Mandy, I need to try something else.
Yeah.
That looks like it hurt. Hey there.
Can't get a clean hit.
Come on!
Show 'em how it's done. Yeah.
And that's how it's done.
This thing isn't doing the job.
Show them how it's done.
That hardly seems fair.
It is no use. I cannot get through.
Come on!
Can't get a clean hit.
And that's how it's done.
I'll teach you a lesson.
Nuh-uh, didn't work. That hardly seems fair. Might as well be heading in the water.
Be right there. Absolutely.
That was about as useful as a bump on a pickle.
I'll teach you a lesson.
That looks like it hurt.
Nuh-uh, didn't work.
Horrible.
Still got it.
It is no use. I cannot get through.
Not even close. Need something stronger.
Show them how it's done.
That dog won't hunt. Still got it.
I'll teach you a lesson.
Can't make a dent.
And that's how it's done. Absolutely.
Need something stronger.
I'll teach you a lesson.
My lantern flickers. No, easy on it.
That looks like it hurts.
All things must come to an end. Even me. Nuh-uh, didn't work.
Hey there.
Darkness flows and the light wanes.
Need something stronger.
I'll teach you a lesson.
Yeah? I need to try something else.
For the wrong and newing.
Show 'em how it's done.
And that's how it's done here.
Didn't work.
Mantico, I need to try something else.
Yeah, I'll teach you a lesson.
I got this. I got this. Leave it to me.
You must gather your party before venturing.
Was on a cold and stormy night. The snow was on the ground. A sailor boy stood on the quay. His ship was outward bound.
Are you ready to meet our commander? Right this way.
You must be Captain. Glad you could make it. Like what you see. The mark on this side. It means now. You killed me. If you've an explanation, I'd advise you to give it up real quick. Or I use this blade. You cut off my right hand. Oh, I do like you. Good answer, Captain. I admire a man who doesn't back down. You've got guts, and not just smattered in your hair. I'd like to make you a deal. Well, I was planning to offer you a deal, Lovesome. A partnership between two right unstoppable captains. By which I'm referring to me and... But it would seem you've gone and killed Mad Morena now. One of the captains most loyal to me and a seat holder on the... I do regret... Perhaps we could still work something. I know you've met with Ferrante. That you may even be working for him. That pribbling cock-rot. But that doesn't mean you can't partner with me instead. Shh. When the time's right... What can I do, you lovesome? What? When I don't guess you like the same? Well, sure. You're welcome to use mine. But perhaps later, when there's less of a crowd around. We're the future, and we ain't going nowhere. We're pirates, lovesome. Ferrante, though if you're Valian and you want to join our blood... Generations ago, and I grew like a weed. You say Consueglo me casitas. I say Council of Captains. You say Principe. I say best pirates in the Deadfire. You say Swollenet. I say... well, some things stay the same. I've got a problem, Watcher. And I think you're just the Me and Ferrante don't see eye to eye on a lot of things. Not least of which is the future of the Principe. We got few rules amongst us new bloods, but one of them is that you live free. We steal and we might murder, but if you pledge to us, you're our blood. Now, if I were to act in direct opposition to Ferrante, he'd use it to call a vote of the Council of Captains. He'd see me swinging by the neck. Which means if you were to, perchance, free the slaves at Crooksburg, Ferrante couldn't do piss all about it. No one deserves to be enslaved. I'm asking you to sail to Crooksburg to meet with one of mine. She's hiding within their midst, and will have insider information on the slavers. I've only suppositions to offer you, lovesome. But I'd bet my Swollenet Ferrante is attempting to gain standing with someone other than the slavers. Aiding the slavers? Nope, he's got ulterior motives, mark my words. I know they base their operations in the Deadfire out of Crooksburg. She'll find you, lovesome. You'll know her by... Find me when you freed those slaves. I'll make it worth your while, Captain. Got something for me, Dove? I'm all ears. I figured as much. That's how Ferrante gained his political standing. And that's how he keeps it. With underhanded tactics that whittle his opponents into ruin. Me? I prefer to face my foes head-on. Give them the chance, and I like to reward those who support me. I'm good to my allies, you see. For your troubles, Dove, let me share with you a little of my treasure. The floating hangman is the remains of the Fonferus. Interesting. I had heard rumors as to such. The floating hangman flies a flag featuring the burning palace from Old Valia. I've only suppositions to aiding the... Nope. You can bet I'll be looking into Ferrante's possible business and political associations further. For the tip, Nekataka. But why there? Well, go on then. I'm sure you've heard our saying. Share and share, as is the law of the coast.
Explains how she's captain of an undead crew. That also tells me, if she's a Death Guard, then there'll be something she's wanting most fierce. Something she may be willing to bargain for. This bit of knowledge is something I can assure. I always did like untangling the threads of history. It's like puzzling out an encoded treasure map. Only to reap these spoils, we've to uncover. Give me time, and I'll find the means to deal with Lucia. Then we'll be one fathom closer to commandeering the floating hangman. As you wish, Dove. I am happily and wholeheartedly at your disposal. At least until I get bored. We're the future. We're Ferrante. Though if you're Valian, I believe you.
Give me a real challenge.
Hatsura asked me to train a crop of new sailors. Guess the sharpshooting lesson was wasted. Should have spent that time talking about home. I didn't stay long. We sailed north for target practice, then circled back. Should have kept going.
I don't get this at all. There was a Dawnstar settlement on Isongo. The place got trampled just the same. I wouldn't mind if he stopped walking for a minute. Let us know what he's up to. I'll tell you one thing. When we catch up to that unstoppable god statue, me and him are gonna have words. Lava better be all right.
That's...
Show him how it's done!
Absolutely.
Mo, son of a cur!
And what do we have here? I got this. I got this. Bullseye.
Mo, oh hell!
Consider it done.
Shut the door, quick, before the Naga get in.
We're the finest soldiers and cannoneers in Aora. We don't need anything.
Captain, 2 places I've seen that look. Healers' tents and exceptional brothels. This is neither.
Wait, you're not the reinforcements. There are supposed to be reinforcements. The first thing was the Colossus. It showed up a few days ago, a week ago, I can't be sure. But it was huge. Glowed like luminous Audra. The Colossus was coming right for us. Fleetmaster Ko ordered the Gunhawks and Cannoneers to take up positions. They fought. The rest of us were sent below, like cowards. We don't flee. We don't hide. I heard cannon blasts, artillery fire. Felt the world shake. Then the water started coming in. We came back up, and the others were... I don't know. Like they'd been turned to ash. And the Colossus was walking away. The fort was flooding, where it had broken our walls, and the luminous Audra in the lighthouse had gone dark. On the western side of the fort, it's a true marvel, a monument to Rauatayan.
Proof we can tame and transform this place, once we get rid of the scale bellies.
The Naga.
They skulked in after, once our walls were down. Those of us who were left fought, but those cowards moved through the sunken hallways, ambushed us from below.
We were ordered to defend this fort. Our people back home depend on our food shipments.
Those snakes are little more than animals. No match for trained Rauatayan warriors. When the Hazanui's reinforcements get here, we'll strike back.
And build our walls back up so nothing gets through. And double our cannons, so we can destroy that monster that killed our people?
I suppose he does look like a monster from down here.
I told you, Zahira. The Godhammer scrambled their god, and now he's taking his revenge.
Our gods are above petty motivations like revenge. No, Gon's got a bigger plan for you and me.
It's no coincidence your Aethys shows up just as Latharn storms out.
The finest cannons and bombards in the archipelago. Why, you can barely walk the ramparts without... There's still one. There must be one. They can't all have been destroyed. But you'll need a trained artillerist to aim it.
The big guns and me are on friendly terms already, Captain.
Dawnstars.
Fleetmaster Co. hired them to tend the fields that supply the mainland, but they started acting strange, dreaming strange.
You mean dreaming of things to come?
One of them, Latharn, had a row with the Fleetmaster over it, left angry just before the Colossus showed up.
I think their praying called it here, getting back at us for the Godhammer. Even if not, they definitely know something.
Spitting at our god? You ought to fear for the future of your soul.
Is there anything else? Zahira, assistant quartermaster. Don't go back out there. You'll be safe here until reinforcements arrive.
Just stay away from the water. Damn scale bellies are hiding down there. They'll ambush if you get close.
Sometimes you can see them, if you look carefully.
Isn't this something? We've got company. My pleasure. Hey there. There's something you...
As one.
I got this.
There. Up ahead.
Hey there. Yeah. Sure. I think I can pull that off.
Right between the eyes.
Season of harvest. Exceeds honor.
As one.
watch and learn.